Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time. My name is Jess. You can also find me as cruelty-free makeup heaven here on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook. Like, my socials are down below in the description. So yeah, welcome or welcome back. I mostly do videos around makeup and I'm only using cruelty-free makeup and a lot of it is vegan. So if that is interesting to you, then please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell to always get a notification when I upload a new video, of course. But without further ado, this video is going to be about my lips, because I recently did lip fillers for the very first time, and I just wanted to share my experience with you and the things that I've learned and how I feel about it, because now it has been almost 3 weeks. So yeah, let's just dive into the video. So yeah, I got lip filler for the very first time this year. This is something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time, but I don't know, I didn't know how I felt about it, because we're all seeing a lot of influencers and just people nowadays easily getting things like filler and Botox and everything, and I was always taught from home from my mom that natural beauty is the best and that we should try to accept our natural looks and our natural beauty. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I'm not saying because I took a little bit of lip filler, I'm not saying that everyone should do that, but I also felt like when you're putting yourself out on the internet, and definitely when, in my case, when I'm taking a lot of pictures, not every day, but from makeup looks, I felt like I was always holding my mouth in a certain way, like trying to make my top lip match my bottom lip and make it like a little bit more pouty, you know? And I felt like that was missing in real life. When I looked at myself, I felt like that was missing, basically. So I was playing with the idea a little bit, but I was always like, nah, it costs money, quite a lot of money. And then my boyfriend always told me that if I would do anything to my face, that he would break up with me. He's my ex now, by the way, so good riddance. This year I was like, you know what, I really wanted to do this for a long time. I have thought about it a lot, and it's not like, for me, this is like a gateway to more heavier procedures or anything. I've gotten a lot of surgeries in my life for health reasons and not for like aesthetic reasons. So I think for that reason, me personally, I think I won't go for heavier procedures. Personally, I just wanted my top lip to be in balance with my lower lip, because this one has always been a little bit more protruding, and I felt like my top lip didn't really match that, so I overdrew a lot with lip liner and like lip products, but like I wasn't completely happy with it. And you know, I could just have left it at that, but I felt like it would give my confidence like a boost to do that. And this year I had some money to do it, and I just went for it. So yeah, all in all, I'm just gonna say right now, I'm actually really happy with it. I really feel like it's more in balance now. I even overdrew a little bit on the size here now. I can just still do whatever I want. It's not that I don't look like myself anymore. So yeah, that's what I really like about it. Anyway, let me tell you what I have gotten done, like exactly. So at first I had the idea of only doing 0.5 milliliter in my lip, and only doing it in the top lip. Then I read online that actually you should balance it out just like slightly a little bit, because it will add a little bit more volume on top. And ideally, you also, you want it all to be balanced. So I knew it was gonna be like a tiny bit in my bottom lip, just in the middle, to make it match the best. And then the rest I wanted in my top lip. But I actually ended up doing more. But let me tell you how it all went first. First off, I had to make an appointment, of course. I did this, I think, a week and a half on beforehand, something like that, via email. And I did this with Glamlook Aesthetics Glamlook Aesthetics, which is a place in Maasmechelen, Dilsen Stokkem in Belgium, very near to the Dutch-Belgian border. And this is actually a place for injectables. You can also get Botox there. They also have Profilio, which is something that they like inject hyaluronic acid and stuff in your face, which helps keep your skin younger without having to do like crazy procedures. So they only do injectables, and I really made sure that I looked around. First, I, of course, one is the place not to be too far away from me, and then I also made sure that the place would have like socials where I could see before and after pictures, not overly edited or anything, and that I thought it looked good and natural enough. I actually also really liked what they shared on their Facebook and Instagram, because they were also very real about the expectations versus reality and dealing with people's wishes about lip filler and everything like that. So yeah, I really had a really good vibe, and I thought their work was really nice, really natural still, even though you can clearly see that it was filled up. So yeah, I made an appointment, and I think a week and a half later or something like that, I had my appointment. You can go with makeup on, but I didn't put anything on my lips because I was like, yeah, she's gonna take it off anyway, I'm gonna wear my mask anyway. I got there and I immediately had to fill in like a questionnaire. Is it a questionnaire that they call it? Like a list of questions about my allergies, if I was intolerant to something, what I had done in the past already, because it's very important for them to know what you already have done in your face, like Botox and whatnot, like certain surgeries. So yeah, I filled that in, and at the end there was also information about the risks of getting filler. I will not be explaining everything here, but yeah, there are always risks if you put injectables in your face or do surgery or whatever. There's always a risk because there are like a lot of veins in our, like immediately underneath our skin and nerves and everything like that. So it's dangerous to get this from someone who is not experienced. And also said that you would get swelling and bruising after the fillers. But yeah, I already knew all this. I already looked it up, but I did feel reassured by the talk after that I had with the esthetician, the doctor herself, Dr. Zainab. She was very clear about everything that could happen and everything that would happen, from the swelling to the bumps that you would get to the bruising. Some people have it more, some people have less, but there's always bruising. And so yeah, we discussed it all, so it really gave me a good feeling. And then we talked about like what I wanted in my lips. So I told her I wanted to balance out my lips, and I said I was thinking about 0.5 milliliter. And she said, yeah, we can start with that and then we can see. But she said, like, you know, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. And we decided to already start and then see while she built it up if I wanted more in it or not. So before the procedure itself, she put on a certain numbing cream all over my lips, which tingled a lot. And it was kind of funny because it would go a little bit on my tongue and it would feel really weird while talking. But she took that time to really explain everything super well. And we also discussed like how many milliliters I wanted in my lip and everything, like what my goals are. So when that numbing cream was really working, we started and she gave me a little stress ball. First I was like, oh no, I don't need a stress ball. I'm fine. But then I was like, you know what, just give me a stress ball because otherwise I'm gonna like squeeze my hand or something. And yeah, I don't need any more bruises than the ones that are gonna be on my lips. So she started, and it's so weird because I knew it was gonna hurt, but I didn't know it was gonna be like way more painful in one side of my face than the other side. Yeah, apparently that's a thing, like one side of your face can be more painful than the other. Before I knew it, like tears were running down my face. I didn't anticipate that because I already got like a lot of jabs in my life, like when I need my portacat cleaned or when I'm just in the hospital. They even did in my neck. and in my arms, in my hands. But like the lips, that is a whole other sensation because it's like there's a lot of nerves there. It's really, yeah, it's sensitive, you know. There's a reason that we kiss with our lips. It is quite painful. Is it the most painful thing I've ever felt? No. Like I had a nose piercing and that was way more painful. And honestly, after a while, you become like a little bit numb to it. Like even if there's numbing cream on it, it's still like if it goes in, it stings really bad. But after a few times, you're like, come on, we're just gonna finish this and it doesn't hurt that much anymore. After she did 0.5 milliliter, she showed me and I really liked the definition that it had, but it was already swelling, you know? So I was like, I actually really like this. This is gonna go down in 2 to 3 weeks, right? And she said, yeah, it's gonna go down. So I took her up on the offer of doing 1 milliliter anyway. And then when that was done, she gave me like a ice cube in a sort of, well, it wasn't like just a tissue. It was like a, it was from textile. Like it didn't just break like a tissue would. I would keep this on my lips like the whole car ride home. I was just like icing it. She explained me that I really needed to do this like as much as possible. So I really did that. And she also told me to massage my lips because the filler tends to go together like and make little lumps or bubbles. So I really needed to massage it in like this kind of motion so it wouldn't all like bundle up here. First you need to get the swelling down because like it doesn't hurt, but it hurts when you touch it. So during the first days I really iced my lips like a lot. Like definitely the first evening I already did this with the ice cube that the doctor gave me. I did this at home by putting hot and cold pack. I put it in the freezer and I put it against my lips. I did this like twice, I think, in the evening, even after the ice from the doctor that did it. And actually to my surprise, the bruising was really not that bad. She also told me to wait with massaging a little bit until it was less painful because like it was not that my lips were constantly hurting, but you could really feel it, and when you would touch it like it would feel not really painful but it would feel sore. So I waited a little bit with massaging it too much, but I already started on, I think, the third day or the second day in the evening. I already started massaging and I used like a sort of very soothing cream to do that. I read on the internet that not every kind of lip filler needs that kind of massage. Like some lip filler doctors or injectables doctors, they tell their patients to not touch it, but mine told me to, if you felt a lump, to like massage it and also do the M-shaped massaging of the top lip. So yeah, that's what I did. But anyway, I'm going to show you like a series of clips that I made on my phone before I went to the appointment, then right after, and the days following that. I didn't film every single day, but I filmed like a couple of days so you could see it progress. So yeah, I'm gonna let the voiceover just do the talking and then I'll be right back. So yeah, this was before the lip fillers. As you can tell, my top lip doesn't protrude as much as my lower lip. You can see that from the side, and I'm also holding my lip in a certain way. This is what I always do in pictures. Here I'm explaining in Dutch that this is how I normally hold my lips, and then in pictures I hold them like that and also put some air between my lips and my teeth. Then we arrived at the Glamlook Aesthetics injectables clinic, and this is the after. It is very swollen and I was icing it in the car, and yeah, it looks a bit crazy. I also had been crying. And this was the next day. Like, this is the worst that the swelling is gonna get, and I also got some bruising, but it was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but it looks still very crazy. Then this is the next day, so day 3, and as you can tell, the bruising on my lip went down, but it was migrating a little bit up my lip there. But I was icing it a lot with the ice pack that I told you about, as well as the calendula cream to massage it, and I also used this Essence lip care balm. Then day 4 came around and I was feeling way better about it already. You can still see the bruising a little bit on my top lip, but I felt very confident with the Lipion. Then the next day, so day 5, I also filmed because I felt like it was suddenly more swollen than the day before, but this could also be due to my diet or whatever. But yeah, it was still pretty swollen, but it was balancing out more and the bruising was way less, so that was a good sign. And this is me showing you how it looks like when I smile. Well, how it looked like. As you can tell, the bruising is way better now. And here we have day 8. So we passed the 1 week mark here, and yeah, I was really happy with the result. Of course, I knew this was still gonna go down until the result that I have now that you see in this video. You can tell that the top lip is still quite, well, it's not stiff, but it's definitely still swollen. But yeah, a beautiful result altogether. Yeah, now it's 3 weeks after the injections, and I am really happy with the results. As you can see in the footage, like my top lip is more pronounced, and I feel like it's a really beautiful effect. I wish we didn't need to wear masks still outside, but it's like slowly starting to change again. But either way, I'm really happy with it, and I just like it more when I see myself in the mirror now, and I like it more for makeup looks because I didn't like to go over my own lip line because I could see it, you know. Disregarding if anybody else saw that, I just wasn't that happy with it, and I also felt like I needed to pose in a certain way to really make it look the way I wanted. So I'm really happy with how it looks now. It isn't like a big life-changing thing because it dissolves, but it isn't the same like popping on some makeup, you know. It isn't that I wouldn't be able to be happy if I hadn't done this, but it definitely makes me a bit more confident, and I just feel happy about it when I look in the mirror, really. And that is all that matters, I guess. I did notice that I got like little white bumps, but I looked it up and it's actually nothing to do with the filler. It's actually little glands in your lips itself to moisturize your own lips, and it's already there. But if you get lip filler, then you can push them a little bit more to the surface and you can see it. It's not a lot, but it can happen, just so you know. Some people have it like up top here, but with me it's just like here, where you almost don't see it, luckily. And if I put a little bit of chapstick on it, you don't see it at all. Little white dots are called Fordyce. I'll put it on the screen. They don't require any treatment. They say you can remove them with electrosurgery or laser treatments, but honestly it's actually just because of getting a little bit more volume in the lips, so just beware of that. Yeah, there are risks connected to getting a lip filler. You really need to know that and have a trustworthy doctor and someone who shows good results and who is real about risks and what might work and what doesn't, and really think this through. I think if you want to do something like this, it's very important you look up a lot of information about it. Try to be realistic about like the lip shape you already have, because I already had, well, not super plump lips, but I didn't have like the thinnest lips. I just wanted some balance. So I think expecting from a first time, like if you get lip filler for the first time and you got really thin lips or like quite thin lips and you want big luscious lips, you will have to adapt your expectations. Also, my doctor, she told me that she likes to work in like stages of 1 milliliter because your lips have to stretch out, otherwise you're just gonna hurt your lips, like it's not doable. So it's best to work in stages of 1 milliliter and then just build on it. But I'm already happy with this. I'm really happy with this. I am so happy that I don't feel the need anymore to go over my top lip line. I am really happy with the shape, and yeah, if needed I will definitely top it up. I can really recommend the Glamlook Aesthetics clinic, the injectables clinic in Maasmechelen, Dilsen Stokkem. Dr. Zainab is the only doctor that works there, and yeah, I can recommend her for lip filler. Definitely give her some love on social media. I will also link it down below in the description box. and yeah, give her a follow and a like if you want. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any further questions about my experience with lip filler that I forgot to address in this video somehow, you can ask it down below. And yeah, also I'm curious, what kind of treatment do you have done? Like, did you get some Botox? Did you get some filler somewhere? Are you thinking about it? I'm curious to know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on the flip side. Bye!